Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to Yarn and Pajamas. Today is a crochet podcast number 71. So guys, I'm not really feeling the greatest tonight. My arm is hurting, which I think it's like a muscle, and it's going up into my head and it's causing my head to hurt. So tonight's episode is going to be fairly short, mostly because I don't have a whole lot to show, but I do have some things to show you. So first we're going to start off with this mandala that I have been working on. And I did get the pattern for the sunny mandala finished, but my blanket is not finished. The blanket consists of 3 different patterns. It's the sunny mandala, which is the central circle. The sunny border, which turns the circle into a square. Then you have the small squares, which go all the way around the blanket in a square, and then you finish it off with the dandelion border, completing the whole look of the blanket. Well, I did finish the first part, the sunny mandala pattern. It's completely finished, and I have it here. Here it is. Let's see if I can get it all in. I did kind of sort of block it a little bit. I laid it down on the kitchen table. It's hard to hold up a circle. I laid it down on the kitchen table and sprayed it with some water, and then just kind of like stretched it out and flattened it out a little bit. So I got the whole sun finished and I am super excited about it. I cannot wait for this blanket because it is, I just feel like it's the most gorgeous thing I've ever made in my whole entire life. And I am going to love snuggling up underneath this blanket. It is going to be gorgeous. So for this blanket, I'm using a 4.5 millimeter hook. And like I said, it's a paid for pattern. I did buy it off of Etsy. And actually you have to buy 3 separate patterns. You buy the sunny mandala, you buy the sunny border, and you buy the dandelion border. Now the pattern for the small blocks is free on her blog, but it does use the first 12 rounds of this. So it uses this little tiny center part here. And then she explains how to square it off into a square. And I believe you say the name, it's Lila Bjorn, I believe. But I'll have links to everything down below. The pattern is excellent. I have not had any question about what I'm supposed to do during any of it. The pictures are phenomenal. She has a picture showing, when she says start in this stitch, she has a picture showing you the stitch. The written explanation is easy to follow. It is like one of the best patterns that I've ever seen for a blanket, I guess, or a mandala, but it was super easy. And like I said, I had no questions. Some of the times I didn't know like how to do a stitch, and I just had to look up how to do the stitch. Like I didn't know what a double treble was, but you just yarn over one more time. So, but you know, I had to look that up, but she does have up in the top part, which I didn't go and look at the time. It's just easier to look on YouTube, but she does explain how to do the stitches that she asks of you up in the thing. But I want to tell you guys the colors I'm using. I bought all of my yarn from Hobby Lobby. All of it is Hobby Lobby's I Love This yarn, except for the yellow, which is Crafter Secret. It's one of those big jumbo ones, and it's in the color yellow. So that's what the yellow is. Let me get up closely. So this purple, got some purple tulips. I'm calling them tulips. Down there is amethyst. The green here is called limelight. The blue is medium blue. The yellow again is the Crafter Secret yellow. This pink here is hot rose. And then the orange is called Desert Glaze. And that is everybody. So that's what I'm using. I believe in the pattern they used a 3-weight yarn, and they want you to use a 4mm hook. Well, I had 4 weight yarn. That's what I decided to use. So I just went up 1 hook size, like to a 4.5. And I've had no troubles out of it. And this is the size that you'll get of the mandala with it. So yeah, I'm excited to continue on with the mandala. I am having a lot of fun working on it. Every row has been different. And I believe I counted it up. There were 45 rows that I done, and it totaled out to like 6,000 and some stitches that I put into it. So it was pretty cool. So this little bauble right here is where I was the last time we spoke. So that's how much I had to finish this week to get it off. And you know, it takes more as the bigger it gets, because going around it, it takes you a little bit longer. But you guys already know that. So there is that. It's a finished object, but not a finished object. It's finished as in I finished the pattern. So if I wanted to use the mandala for whatever reason, it would be finished. But I'm going to continue on into the blanket. And yeah, I'm excited. So I've been also working on my wreath for the Hooked on Wreath collaboration that I'm doing with Lori at Lori Hooks. And if you haven't seen any of those videos, I'm going to link the playlist down below. It's a lot of fun. This is the spring edition, so go and check that out if you haven't. But I have been working on that wreath a little bit. I need to work on it a little bit more. I keep getting distracted by other cuteness stuff though. And that brings us to the little thing that I'm working on right now. So last year I done a swap, an Easter swap with Summer, and I had made her these little bunny rabbits. And I remembered them laying in bed the other night, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool to make some of those little bunny rabbits and just, you know, send out some Happy Mail with the little bunny rabbits. So I have been working on these little dudes. I've got 2 pink ones. Their noses aren't on there yet, so please forgive me for that. But I had to let their eyes dry. And then I've got 2 green ones. So like I said, I glued the eyes on this time. They're like just little gemstones, but look what they have on the inside of them. They're a Cadbury cream egg cover. So some of them have Cadbury eggs, some of them have these Wreath eggs, and I believe I have some Cadbury caramel eggs downstairs too. But this is a Stash Buster project as well too. I'm super excited about that. This pink yarn is called Atrophield Jeans, and I bought it, I think, at Hobium. And I'm using a 3.5mm hook. Yes, 3.5mm hook to make these little dudes. Look at this one. This little tail is different. I can't remember. That was like a scrap, ball of scrap. Just, I think it was a big twist yarn. That one. And then, so all I got left is just to stitch a little nose onto them. I have on my hook downstairs a white one. So I'm going to make a couple of these little eggs, and I'm going to give them away. I thought they were so cute last year when I made them for summer that I just wanted to make them again. Speaking of summer, I got some Happy Mail that I want to show you guys. I got a beautiful card from Summer. It says Happy Hearts Day. It was a Valentine card, and she wrote me a sweet little note on the inside. But look at what she put inside the card. Look at that. It's a bookmark. I've already been using it. I had to take it out of my book and bring it upstairs to show you guys. I forgot to do it last week. I'm sorry about that, Summer. But it's already using it in a book. It's living, it's a happy, happy life downstairs in a murder book. So, yeah. So, and I got one more card here. It's from my friend Nat. got a bunch of hugs and kisses on the front. And she says, roses are red, violets are blue. You are my best friend, and I love you. Miss you bunches, Danette. Miss you too, Danette. I actually got to speak to Danette tonight. I got a FaceTime call from my sister, and Danette's at her house. I was so excited. So Danette had went to visit her daughter, and she was on her way back home and passed by my sister's house and stopped in for a little visit. And I got to chit chat with both of them together. So I felt like we was having like a girls' day there. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, guys, that is really all that I have to show you. I do have some show and tell, but I'm going to show that next week if you guys don't mind. Like I said, my arm is hurting, and like when I have edit on my phone, so it's like the longer that I have to hold the phone, like when I'm doing a lot of editing, and it's just, I just don't think I will be able to do it. It's like my wrist is really hurting really bad. So yeah, that's probably why I'm not doing like a whole lot of crochet today. I've just mostly just sat there because that white bunny's been forever being made down there. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I got some show and tell from Amanda and from Mary Margaret, so I will show that off next week. And I do want to say, Amanda, I hope you're feeling better. I have been keeping you in my prayers and sending love and light your way, so I hope that you are on the mend and healing very, very well. Let's see. I think that is all that I have for you guys upcoming. I'm just going to continue working on my mandala. I would like to find something else to just, break it up a little bit. I do like doing that, like so that I'm not so, focused on one thing. It helps my mind, I think. There's a lot of counting with the mandala. Oh, I've been doing the 100-day project. I've been posting so far for 5 days on Instagram. And what the project that I decided to do was, like, I want to tidy up my crochet life because I'm a crocheter. And crocheting, I just sit there. It's like I put everything off and don't really do the chores that I'm supposed to do, so it's like my life has become untidy, and I want to try to tidy that up. So I'm taking 10 to 15 minutes a day and just tidying up one section of one room, or just like a drawer or a cubby or a shelf, or something like that. The kitchen table was one of them that always is the first place to collect clutter, because it's there right when we walk through the door. So we set everything down, and then we just never pick everything back up. So it's one of flat surfaces in my home. They don't survive very well. It's like if it's flat, it's going to clutter up. So yeah, and it doesn't help that I'm a tad bit lazy either. But I know that not everybody does the Instagram. So what I thought I would do is just insert a slideshow at the end of my podcast each week, so that you guys can see the before and after pictures of what I have been up to. So I will put that down at the end of this video. It's just for 5 days because it started on Wednesday. So 5 days worth of tidying up. So I will put those in for you guys to see. And if you don't want to watch them, that's fine. If you want to follow me over on Instagram, if you have the Instagram and you want to follow me, I'll leave all of my pertinent information down below so that you can find me. But I am using the hashtag the 100-day project. Plus I come up with the hashtag tidy my crochet life. That way, if you just want to type that in, it'll bring up all of my stuff, and you can follow me through my adventures there that way too. So yeah. Okay, so I feel like I'm just rambling now. So I just want to tell you guys that I appreciate you. I love that you spend time with me, that you hang out with me every week, because I know how our time is so precious these days. and that you choose to spend a little bit of your time with me. It just means the world to me. So I want to thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you liked, hanging out with me tonight, just make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can leave me a comment down below and tell me what you've been up to, or let me know if your life gets untidy due to crochet too. Does crochet sometimes just take over your life and it just lets you be just untidy? Because it does me. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next, before I forget, this coming Tuesday is the final Tuesday in February, so it's the final Hooked on Murder podcast of Love Gone Wrong, what happens when love sours. So they've all been good this month, but this one's out there, man. This a pretty good one. So stay tuned Tuesday and see the final Love Gone Wrong. I'll still be doing Hooked on Murders. They won't be every week like they were this February, but I'll still be doing them. But yeah, that was good. So now I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I'm gonna come out and say it. The wind's a chance and never blown my way. So I don't know how to play it when everything I've won just goes away. Turn a card and